Welcome back, everybody, to the Regular Fan Show with your regular fans, Vinny Fredericks, Bruce Juno, recapping all the latest and greatest and biggest and brightest and best. And I already said biggest, but biggest again in the world of sports. The way only regular fans can react like regular fans do. Hey, Bruce.
Hello.
How are we, buddy?
We're good. We're tired, but we're good. Vinny and I actually spent,
Yeah, I see.
in case you didn't watch our last podcast, we actually spent 3 days together.
I know. We got a nice little weekend vacation together.
Yeah, as I
you
was
were
working. Yeah.
Yeah. But had a good time. It's always fun when we get together and man,
Get your head
what a
in the
weekend
game.
it
You got to
was.
get your head in the game. Shout out High School Musical. Banging movie. Don't care.
we reverted back. We've gone back to the style of podcast where you just start singing.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is. I think it's like I might have Tourette's.
I don't know. I don't know if you got it that bad,
I don't know, man.
but
I like singing.
anyways, yeah.
I don't know if it's that I
see
like
you got
it or
your
if it's that it just
Syracuse shirt
happens.
on.
What was that? Sorry.
You can't control it. No. I was gonna ask, about your Syracuse shirt, but if you want to keep talking about singing,
No, it's okay. It's probably for the best for the people, the listeners, that I don't keep singing or talking about singing. It's like weird though. As I, yeah, it's like weird because it's like, like there's like I have there's like trigger words. Like someone will say something and then it'll remind me of a partial lyric of a song, and I'll just start singing it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I do it. Maybe it's like ADHD. I don't know. ADD. I don't know what ADD is, but
I don't know, but you know what? I think it's a beautiful start to the show.
heck yeah.
I for one enjoy it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You might be the only person out there.
Anyways,
Back to what you were
how are we
saying. Yes.
feeling about your Syracuse Orange?
We're getting
New head
GMAC.
coach?
We're getting GMAC.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts.
His third
'Cause a lot of
stint.
people are still, I don't know, kind of not pleased that they're still not going outside the Syracuse alum Boeheim regime to
Well,
search for a coach.
he's a national champion, obviously in 2003. Pardonnez-moi. He has the most minutes ever played by a player in the Syracuse jersey. He has the most 3-pointers ever made by like 100 in a Syracuse jersey. He got his jersey retired by Syracuse exactly 3 years ago. Not exactly 3 years ago, but like 3 years ago to this month. He's a stud. He worked under Jim Boeheim because Jim Boeheim was the GOAT. He also worked under Adrian Autry and realized that was a train that was going to derail any
He got out of
second.
there at the right time.
Yeah, so he went to Siena, obviously. And look what he did at Siena. He has a technically a winning record. I mean, he has one win more than he has a loss. He has one more win than a loss at Siena. But I mean, Adrian Autry had one more win than a loss at Syracuse, but he didn't make a tournament. And he also never went on a run in the ACC tournament. I mean, that was a train wreck from the get-go. The guys are just, I don't think anyone respected him in the locker room. Like, they played as
He benched Melo's kid, which was already a mistake.
Yeah, I get that. He's a true freshman. You know, he is good. Don't get me wrong, he is good. Like, I've watched all the games. He is a good player. But like, they have a lot of good players. Like Nate George, Nate Kings, William Kyle led the country in blocks, or was up there. Like, they have a lot of good players. Sadiq White. I mean, like, they have a lot of good
Well,
rotation.
they're probably going to get Gavin Doty soon, so
Yeah.
that's another dog you can add to your team.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of good players both in the starting five and off the bench, but they all played like individuals. When they play like individuals, I think something to do with the coach. And yeah, GMAC, he won the MAC or the MAC, the MAC.
The Mac.
Yeah, the
Mac.
MAAC, as I've been calling it. I don't know if that's how it goes by. I think it goes by the MAC, but um, you know,
Around here it goes by the Mac, but
yeah, I don't know, because the MAC is like when I
the
think
other
MAC,
Mac.
I think Tuesdays in the MAC, and that's like the MAC in Ohio. So I don't know. Like I think the Akron Zips, I think Miami, Ohio, or sorry, Miami University. Like I think, Toledo. Like that's what I think of the MAC, but it's the MAC. Um, but yeah, no, I'm excited. I like it personally. Like seeing what he did. Syracuse lost by like 40 to Duke. Like, um, he brought Siena to the tournament. He almost beat Duke. He broke a record in the tournament. He was the only 16 seed. Not him, but the team was the only 16 seed to ever lead by double digits over a 1 seed at halftime, which is kind of one of those Sports Center 4 a.m. statistics, but it's still a statistic. Like it's still a record.
It happened.
Yeah, it still happened. You can go check out the article written by yours truly on the. Sorry, this is like I realized this is like folding out, and it was giving me. I don't know, madness at myself that I hadn't moved it yet. But if you want to check out the article on lockerroomsportsmedia.com written by yours truly last night, it's a good read. But
I can concur.
I am excited though. I'm excited to see GMAC what he could do. I think if he doesn't work out, then maybe you do start looking outside of Syracuse blood. But I don't know, man. What he did with Siena.
Yeah. We're going to miss him at Siena, that's for sure.
Yeah. Good for him. Good for the guys. Almost.
But you could tell when they got back to the Capital Region after the game against Duke, and they were asking GMAC what his thoughts on the future were. He said at one point, "I did what I set out to accomplish here." Talking about,
but he also didn't want to talk about it.
Well, yeah,
like he had just got back.
Crazy that he just got off the bus and he was getting bombarded with questions.
Well, I mean, that's the media. That's welcome to the media. But as a guy that works for the media,
when he said that, I was like, all right.
Everyone knew it was gone. It was done. But I mean, he's had mix-ups with Syracuse.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of up in the air. Like if I thought he would actually come.
Mm-hmm. But when Syracuse is offering you, however much they're offering him, you can't really say no.
Yeah, and I saw a video of Jim Boeheim that resurfaced. It was an interview. I think it was during the 2003 season.
Where he said they'd win 10 less games without him.
Yeah, they'd win 10 less games without him, and he was just swearing up and down. I mean, he's Jim Boeheim; he can do whatever he wants. But, actually, speaking of Jim Boeheim, I'm gonna have to get a Jerry McNamara signed basketball now because I have a Jim Boeheim one.
Good luck.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. I'm personally excited for it. I'm glad Audrey's out. I personally thought it should have been out last year. I don't know who he would have brought in if he was out last year, but
hopefully it's a resurgence for Syracuse basketball.
Yes, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree that
kids nowadays don't understand what Syracuse basketball used to mean to people.
And football in the 40s. Oh, we just lost your camera for a second. Sorry, folks.
Did you find it?
Yeah, your camera's back. Syracuse basketball, dude, was huge. Like when we were growing up, like we weren't like not like in our teens or anything, but like when we were real young,
Yeah.
It was big. It's a big thing.
hmm And then the Big East fell apart.
Yeah, just like how the West Coast is probably going to fall apart when Gonzaga leaves this season or the end of this season.
Mm. Yeah, they're going to the Pac-12, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who else is going to the Pac-12? It's like Grand Canyon, bunch of other West
No, I
Coast
think
schools.
GCU's going to the WCC.
Hmm.
Who's going to the Pac-12 next year?
I mean, as long as Gonzaga gets some actual competition for their conference, that's all I'm hoping for.
Starting in the 26-27 season, the rebuilt Pac-12 men's basketball conference will be Oregon State, Washington State, Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, San Diego State, Utah State, Texas State, and Gonzaga.
So Gonzaga's still going to run away with it.
I mean, San Diego State, the past 5-6 years has become I don't want to say a prominent basketball school because they're not
Solid.
they're not like they're not a basketball. Well, they're not a football school. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're good at soccer or
Not
whatever.
really a sports school.
Yeah, but like they made their Final Four run. They made the Natty, didn't they?
San Diego State
Yeah.
made a natty. I don't know if I recall that.
Uh,
I do remember them going on a Cinderella run.
yeah. I could.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. They did
Yeah, I was
reach
gonna say I
the.
thought they did.
Oh, it was UConn. That's who they lost to.
Yeah, 2023.
hmm
Yeah. Yep, they got smoked, but.
Who did they beat along the way there? Oh, they
Um,
beat FAU in the Final Four.
Mm,
Damn.
yeah, when FAU was on their little run. I mean, I saw a thing. It was kind of like I hadn't thought about it like this before, but I saw a thing where it was like this dude, doing one of those skits where he's like, "Oh, I haven't watched March Madness since 2023. Like,
hmm
like I'm gonna get back into it." And the dude's like, "You haven't watched the best tournament in the world, yada yada yada." And he's like, "Yeah. Like who's the Cinderella this year?" And he's like, "Well, there is an 11 seed in." And they're like, "Yeah, but that's usually still like an SEC school. Like, or who's the 13, 14, 15 that made the Sweet 16?" And he goes, "There isn't any." And it's kind of, I feel like, true in the sense that NIL and like transfer portal really
Like to
changed the
get
sense that it's going to be very rare to see a true Cinderella run. Like, even if High Point won, I would not consider that a Cinderella run.
well,
If
I mean,
VCU won, I
one
wouldn't consider that a Cinderella run.
depends how far they get. I mean,
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if they make
I
Final
think any
Four, yes.
I think any double digit. Well, I can't really say 11. Any 12 or higher seed or lower seed, I should say, 12 or lower, making it to the Sweet 16 or better.
I would
I'd
say
call that.
13 or lower. Because, like I said, High Point was a 12. If High Point beat Arkansas,
I feel like you could call that a Cinderella run. A 12 seed
I would
isn't
say
supposed to go
Elite 8 for a
anywhere.
12. But it's like, obviously, saying High Point, you don't think High Point's not a blue blood. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but High Point's become a very good basketball school. They just play in a dog conference.
Yeah, but
But if
I
they
don't know.
made
I
if
feel
they
like
made the Elite Eight and they beat Arizona, that's okay. That's a that's a Cinderella run. But like, yeah, I mean, it would have to have been like, in my opinion, like Cal Baptist. If they actually beat Kansas and then they went on to beat St. John's, like that's a Cinderella run. Kennesaw State, if they beat Gonzaga and then they beat Texas, that'd be a Cinderella run. And I'm just picking the teams that like actually had close games. But I
yeah,
feel
no, I get.
like
You. I mean, I would still put High Point in that same category, even if they. Who do they play second round?
Arkansas.
Yeah. Even if they I'd still put him as a Cinderella,
I think
being in
I would
Arkansas.
base it off who the team is, like who the school is. Like I think the 12-13 is
You
like
think
that's like the
Arkansas is
good
good enough?
range.
Yeah, because if there was two upsets and they beat another 12-13 seed in the next round or
Well,
something,
no, I don't mean
or
like that. I mean
another low seed.
like me this year, say with the 12 seeds, High Point, Akron, um, Northern Iowa, and McNeese. Like if High Point, um, McNeese, or Akron made the Sweet 16, they have really good basketball teams. So I wouldn't have necessarily like they're gonna have a lower ranking because of who they play. Like the whole Miami, Ohio discussion. Like who they play, who their conference is. They don't have power quad one, yada yada. But like Northern Iowa, if they made a run to the Sweet 16, yes, I would consider that. Like I don't put them in the same caliber as High Point, McNeese, and
I don't
uh,
know.
so I think 12 is a
I,
good like
I guess it depends
gauge.
on it depends on the team at 12. As long as for me, if it's any mid-major school, I think they could classify as a Cinderella. And I guess technically they don't even need to be mid-major schools. I mean, NC State, that was a Cinderella run, but that's because they were such a low seed
Yeah, they just
in their
weren't
conference.
good in their conference, and then they made that incredible run, and yeah,
Right. That was, different. But as long as you're a mid-major, if you're a 12 or a lower, I feel like you have enough underdog in that matchup to be ruled a Cinderella. But it's all different based on the matchup and
yeah. Like I mean,
the
it's all
roster already.
obviously dependent, but I think a 12 is a like sitting at 12 is a good gauge for is it a Cinderella run, is it not? Because that's where it
Mhm.
gets to like iffy based on like your own opinion. Like obviously you have the different opinion than I do. Where I think if the High Point, Akron, or McNeese made it to the Sweet 16, I wouldn't think that was necessarily a Cinderella run. Where if you and I did, I would. That's just my take
Well,
on it. What was last year's
yeah. I
bracket?
mean,
Oh, last year was chalk.
the
Never mind. I'm
NIL
not
era
looking
has
at that.
certainly the NIL has certainly changed things a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Like
I don't know.
what if
That's
Iowa
just
makes the
how
Final
we're gonna.
Four or Texas? You know, would you consider that
I
a?
mean, that's no, that's not a Cinderella because they're power, schools with big ass NIL budgets.
Yeah.
As good or bad as the team is, it's true that those schools, even if they're ranked lower than some of these mid majors, they're still going to have more money to play with. Should be able to get more talent.
Yeah.
But either way, March has been crazy. My
Yeah.
bracket's
Better
already
than
cooked.
last year.
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Me
Last year was just
personally.
chalk.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, last year I was happy with that.
Yeah, you were happy with that because Florida won it all. Now this year you had to deal with the Hawkeyes.
So stupid.
Todd Golden had to
I mean, why in God's
watch
name are
his
you
player get
pressing?
punched in the face and then watch him lose with six
Yeah,
seconds
that's the
left.
craziest part. The dude that went to punch Kondo literally was the same one that hit the game winner.
Fulgaris.
Shouldn't have even been in the game. Yeah.
He did it for
Oh
his
well.
dad, dude.
What are you gonna do? They shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with, but it's ironic how things play out.
He did it for his dad.
Yeah. It's all right. They're gonna get their butts whooped by Nebraska next round anyway. Go Cornhuskers.
I agree. I do want to see the Cornhuskers keep rolling, just because this is their
Yeah,
first.
dude.
That was like their first couple wins ever.
I'm telling you, dude. Bryce Sanford gonna be an NBA star one day.
I don't know, man. So Bennett Sturts.
No, Bennett Sturts wasn't even good. He didn't even he had an awful game. That's what makes it even worse.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna drop 30 every game.
He, I didn't expect him to drop 30, but I expected him to be able to hit a 3-pointer.
Yeah, going 0 for 9 from 3 or whatever it was.
Honestly, yeah, Iowa should have beaten Florida in a much easier fashion, but Bennett Sturts was just keeping Florida in the game with some of the shots he was chucking up.
It was like his second game ever where he didn't hit a 3. Everyone's got an off night, dude. Everyone's got an off night.
Yeah.
Guys got to step up.
Well,
That was a crazy one last second. St. John's was a crazy
yeah,
last
St.
second.
John's.
They let Kansas get back in that game, though.
Yeah, and then Kansas absolutely just let them
Yeah, let him
walk
walk
in and
down, walk
score.
in the lane, dude, and just lay it
Dude, like
in.
that defense was non-existent.
What other close games? Not Michigan versus Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, St. Louis was hanging around for a little bit, but the
Uh,
Billikens ran out of luck.
Alabama rolled over Texas Tech.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I thought Alabama would be an early exit.
Yeah. Tennessee was. Virginia just couldn't get back in the game. It was like bucket for bucket after they were already down 7, 8
Hmm.
points, and it just stayed that way.
Yeah,
And I mean, I was you. I mean, everyone who's listened to the show is. I mean, I was saying I thought Virginia was the most complete team. Um, what do I
just
know,
couldn't buy a
right?
bucket when they needed it.
Yeah. My chance to the Final Four is still going. My Final Four are all still in. A lot of my teams are out that I had making it to this round, but yeah, I have who do I have out of the East? I have St. John's. Out of the West, I have Arkansas.
I knew you had a 4 seed in there.
Yeah, out of the
Was it
Midwest, I
then
have
Iowa State and you?
Michigan, and then out of the South,
Michigan.
I have Houston. A 1-2. I think it was. I think that's what it is. A 1-2. Maybe it's not. Maybe I had Houston losing. I don't remember. Let me actually check my bracket now.
I thought you had Iowa State in there, but I might be wrong. I
I
thought it
don't
was
think.
two,
Nah,
two,
because I have
four,
Michigan
five.
winning it all.
All right, then. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, mine's toast. Florida's obviously
Houston.
done.
Houston over St. John's, Michigan over Arkansas. So yeah, they're all still in.
Let's see. I know my one bracket. Of course, the one bracket's doing pretty solid, minus the fact that Florida's done.
In my
But
Elite Eight, I
I went.
lost 3, so I only have 5 out of my Elite Eight left.
Yeah. See, the problem is, I make multiple brackets, and I did one with Arizona winning it all, but I did the opposite of a lot of like pick'em games or toss ups. I did the opposite, so I had Ohio State winning instead of TCU in that one. So that bracket's really not doing good overall, but my champion's still alive. I think my whole Final Four is still alive in this one. Yeah,
How do the points work? Do you get more
Arizona, St.
points like
John's,
each round in
Iowa State,
ESPN?
Houston.
Like, is that how it works?
Yeah,
Like
every
is it,
round is just 10 more points per correct pick.
okay. Oh yeah, plus 20.
But yeah, not good. I'm in first place in, or no, oh that's our locker room one. I'm in fourth place in a money one that I'm in, but obviously not going to win now that Florida's done. So
Yeah, in our locker room one, only 2 people has their national champion pick lost. You and Noah, with it being Florida and Hawaii.
yeah, very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
my money won. I was sitting, what was I, like 10th after like the round of six, or after the first day, I was sitting like 10th out of 382. Now I'm sitting 285th.
Oh, oh,
Well, it's because I had
quite the drop.
like my Sweet 16, or no, my round of 32. I had Duke over Ohio State. Duke beat TCU, whatever. I had St. John's. I had Michigan State. I had UConn, and then I had Florida over Clemson. Obviously, Iowa beat Florida. I had Vandy over Nebraska. Nebraska beat Vandy. I had VCU over Illinois. Illinois beat VCU. Houston, I got. Arizona, I got. Arkansas, I got. I had Gonzaga, or I had BYU over Gonzaga. Texas beat Gonzaga.
That's right.
I had Akron over Alabama. Alabama beat Texas Tech.
I let you talk me into Akron too.
Yeah, I had Virginia over Miami University, and Tennessee beat Virginia. So yeah, I mean my Elite Eight. I only have 5 teams left for my Elite Eight,
Phew.
but my Final Four is still cooking. So
Yeah, I
as
guess
long, yeah,
once I take this week up until Thursday when games are back, I'll get over the Florida loss and just start to enjoy watching.
yeah, it
No
sucks.
stress
It
about
happened
brackets,
like the
just
last day
the
before
games.
the break.
Yeah, it's all right.
You get to
I can't watch
reminisce,
basketball. I'll
huh?
watch Walter Clayton Jr. highlights. That'll get me through.
um, but yeah, I mean, who do you have? Who do you have in St. John's Duke?
To be honest with you, until St. John's like Kansas back into the game last night, I thought I was starting to lean more St. John's. I still think St. John's has a chance to pull it out, but Duke has certainly looked beatable their first two games. I think that knowing that they have a much more difficult opponent in St. John's, they're not going to be messing around and they're going to try to come
Mm,
out as hot as possible. And I don't know. If St. John's has as awful of a stretch as they had against Kansas as far as shooting goes, where they shot like 20 straight threes and didn't hit a single one of them, if you do that against Duke, you're going to find yourself down double digits early on. And I don't see St. John's being able to come back from that. So I got Duke in the matchup right now. But if St. John's is hitting their shots, then,
yeah.
no reason that they can't beat them. But
Arizona, Arkansas.
man, that one's tough. That's really tough. Because I think Acuff is great.
Zona was starting to let Utah State back in. Like that, they didn't. They still won by 12, but like Utah State started
Yeah,
coming back. I don't know if they just let
that
off
was
the
mostly
gas,
garbage
but
time, though.
yeah,
I mean, I'm a lot less concerned with Arizona than I am some of the other one seeds. I don't really think they'll have too much trouble with Arkansas. I mean, Acuff is super talented, but Arkansas barely escaped High Point. And
High
yeah,
Point's a
like we were
good
saying, High Point's a
team.
really I know High Point's a good team. They're a good team, but if Arkansas is tight against High Point and can barely escape them, I don't necessarily see them being able to beat Arizona.
Michigan
But I could be
State,
wrong.
UConn.
Whew. That might be the game of the weekend. Oh, Michigan State, UConn. Honestly, both teams have looked really impressive so far. They're two of the only teams that well, I guess UConn was close with Furman in the first round, but Michigan State hasn't really had too many scares yet. UConn looked really good down the stretch against UCLA.
Yeah, but UCLA, I don't think they're that great.
I know you don't.
What do you think? What
Oh
do you think's
man,
been the
this one.
best game so far? You want to know my top
Well, first,
two? My top two.
first I'll say I got UConn beating Michigan State. Go ahead.
Okay, and then we'll get to the rest of the bracket shortly. But my two are so far, are Iowa, Florida, and
All right,
it was a great game.
go
That's
ahead. Go
that's
ahead.
that's what I'm saying. It was a great game.
Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. It was a great game.
All
Great
right.
game.
And High Point, Wisconsin.
Yeah. All right. Those are two pretty good ones.
What would you say it
I
is?
feel like, uh, well, I got to take a look.
I think the
Definitely
best
not
game was
Florida, Iowa.
Arizona, LIU.
No, no. The best game for me was Florida Prairie View, to be honest.
Fins up.
Um, yeah, for me, best game Nebraska Vandy.
Yeah, that was a really good one too.
That I really thought that Tanner shot went in at the
Or
end.
another one you could throw in the mix is St. John's,
Um,
Kansas.
Yeah, but that was such an that game was like hard to watch in the first half
Yeah.
when nobody could even buy a bucket. It was close. There, it was a buzzer beater, which you never see in March. But that game was so hard to watch at some points. I can't really put it that
Or VCU
high up.
UNC,
That's another good
the
one.
step back three.
Yeah, for me, it's honestly Nebraska Vandy, and then all these other ones we're mentioning a little bit below. But Nebraska Vandy is far and away the best game for me so far.
I think my favorite was Wisconsin High Point, but it might just be because I love High Point.
That one was also great.
Chase Johnson's first
That
ever
was
two this season.
unbelievable.
All right, we'll survive in advance. Purdue, Texas.
To be honest with you, I wasn't that high on Purdue coming in, and I initially had Gonzaga beating them. But after watching them play Miami was a little bit tight, but I don't. I think this is where Texas's quote unquote Cinderella run comes to an end.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I'm not as impressed about beating Gonzaga and BYU as some other people are. I feel like running into, um, running into a much better team. I don't think they're going to be able to keep that magic on their side.
I think I'm taking all the other teams that you've said, that the opposite of what you said.
You don't agree with a single one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm taking St. John's because I have them. Actually, I'll get back to that game. I'm taking Arkansas because I have them in my bracket. I'm taking Michigan State because I have them in my bracket. Duke St. John's is a toughie for me because
Mm-hmm.
St. John's I have in my bracket. Duke I have in my futures parlay. So
So
that's
you set
gonna.
yourself up for failure no matter what.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. I think I'd rather Duke because like I'm 280th or whatever in my money bracket. Like I don't think I'm winning it.
That's true. Bracket might be cooked already.
Yeah. So
But the future,
well, how many points back are we? Is this survivable?
it
We
depends. You gotta look at the max points.
Yeah, I know. But
As
the
long as
max points
you're
is
still
also
up
like
there with the
other
max
team
points.
other people could have like more max points, but they could have like the final four being
Yeah, they
Michigan,
could have someone
Arizona,
lose.
Duke, and Houston. You know what I mean? Like where are we? Groups. Max point. Wait, no, wrong bracket. 1580. Who's first half? 1870. I don't know. I feel like out of all these people, someone's got to have like um a similar Final Four to me. I mean, this dude's got
Yeah.
Arkansas winning it, and he's tied for first.
Although you didn't go very chalky, so I'd be surprised if anyone had the exact same Final Four.
Yeah, but out of 300 people,
True.
St. John's winning it. Who do they have? They have St. John's over Illinois and Arizona over Michigan. So that's not the same.
Hmm.
It can't be anyone with Duke, and there's a lot of Dukes in here. Houston over
Yeah.
Duke.
Well,
Michigan over Arkansas. So I have Michigan over Arkansas, and I have Houston over. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm kind of clipped, but who knows? They had Arkansas over BYU in the Elite Eight. Who knows? Who knows? The Bears. So yeah, I think
did
in the
someone had Santa Clara winning in this bracket pool. That just threw me off for a second.
wait, yeah, I wanna. Now you got me wanting to see what funny ones people had.
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, I mean, we have a buddy who had Hawaii, so
That is true.
and they had Hawaii over Iowa. Iowa's still in.
So yeah, I had a buddy take Louisville. Someone take Clemson.
Did Jason take Louisville?
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Someone who took Alabama.
Yeah,
Michigan
I'm shocked
State.
Alabama's still going.
I don't see any weird ones yet. Did anyone take any weird ones? Hmm. Yeah, I mean it's mostly
You
the
think North
same.
Carolina fires Hubert Davis?
That's a good question. I don't know. Ooh, someone took Illinois. Not a bad shout, honestly. Illinois is like really good. Someone had Wisconsin. That's the first like. That's like the wackest one I've seen so far. Someone had Wisconsin. Someone had Kansas. No one had anyone really whack though. Oh, BYU.
That's,
Nebraska. Someone's got Nebraska. Someone had
there we go.
Miami. Someone had Nova. Gonzaga. This is the last page. Who has Nebraska and what is their final four? Nebraska over South Florida and
Oh,
Texas Tech over LIU. They got one still going. They got their daddy going.
they really had LIU all the way in the
Oh, someone had
finals.
Vandy too. I didn't see this.
Fins up.
Fins up. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm probably gonna beat them, but I don't think I'm winning at all.
I might even
So
beat
who'd
them.
you had Purdue over Texas? Yeah. All right.
I'm taking Purdue over Texas.
Nebraska, Iowa.
You know I'm going with Nebraska, baby. Go
Yeah.
Cornhuskers. Bryce Stanford, future NBA star.
So Illinois over Houston. Yeah, Sanford is friggin' good, dude. It's gonna be Sanford versus Sturts. Whoever's on wins that game. Illinois versus or like the Czech Republic basically, or what language is guys whose name end in itch. Um,
Um,
Mitrovic. Yeah, it's like
that Serbian.
Serbian. Yeah, like Serbian or Croatian or like one of them. I don't know. So yeah, Serbia versus Houston. Low key.
Oh, you mean Stojakovic?
Yeah, but like
Is
half
that
their
who you're
team is
thinking of?
all itches, dude.
Wow, no. Andre Stojakovic is the one I think of.
Um, they got a couple itches on there. Merkovic, Stojakovic, Ivisic, Petrovic,
Okay, that
Humrichis.
is actually a lot.
Yeah, they got a lot of itches, dude. But anyway, I digress. Like I want to say Illinois
I'm
because
going
they have
Houston.
played so good. Um, but so is Houston. Houston's rolled over
Yeah.
Idaho and A&M.
Yeah, Houston's been the best team in the tournament for me so far.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Illinois rolled over Penn and VCU. Like, I mean, VCU's good. Penn had a good Ivy tournament, but
I'm still going here. The game is in Houston too. You got to remember that.
yeah. Oh, but Illinois looks so good. Yeah, I'd probably go Houston too. Michigan, Bama, gimme the Wolverines.
Yeah, yeah. Alabama's not getting past Michigan.
Iowa State, Tennessee.
This one's interesting with Iowa State without Jefferson, but I thought they
Mm,
were going to struggle against Kentucky without him, and they blew that game open after starting down. So I'm gonna keep rocking with Iowa State. I feel like
yeah, I
they're
think I would
doing
too. So
a
you're
really
just
good run.
literally going with the chalk. Okay. Um.
Nah,
Yes, you are.
I'm
You
just
took
going.
every higher seed.
Yeah, because well, I think they're gonna win.
um, I mean, I'd probably take Iowa State in this too, but I think it could be a close game, especially how Tennessee performed against Virginia.
Mm. I'm not convinced that Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee almost gave Virginia that game too at the end. Had a lot of turnovers,
Yeah.
a lot of ugly possessions down the stretch. They just got lucky that Virginia didn't capitalize. Not sold on Nate Ament just yet.
Alabama's dropped 90 in both their games.
Yeah, well, they score a lot of points.
Yeah,
It's
I
to be
know.
expected.
Wait, so they scored 90 in both their games. They beat Hofstra by 20 and they beat Texas Tech by 25. Would Hofstra beat Texas Tech?
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. Just an interesting little take. Oh, I do also like that the two games that. No, I lied. Never mind. Don't ignore me.
You don't like.
You know who I love? The Idaho Vandals. Um. Yeah. We're back Thursday. Back at it Thursday for more of the madness.
Mm-hmm. Plenty more
Um.
games.
Huh?
Well, plenty more games to watch.
Yes, there's lots of
Oh,
games.
and Thursday, we'll be able to talk about a little baseball. Opening day.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
You think? Wait. Why? Why did this? I just saw this. Why did this just come out yesterday? That when the Lakers turned to Dan Hurley for the coaching job, Hurley asked Tom Izzo for advice.
I did see that.
I'm just seeing this.
And I think it worked out. I feel like JJ Redick's a good fit with the Lakers.
Yeah. In the women's bracket, Virginia became the first ever first four team to make the Sweet 16.
What seed is Virginia?
10.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with the women's bracket, it's always way more chalky than the men's.
Yeah.
So any double-digit seed going that far is pretty impressive.
Also, UConn absolutely smacked up Syracuse.
Of course they did.
They were up like
That's to be
50 at one point, dude. What's her face? The Fudd girl was like,
Yeah, AZ Fudd.
yeah, she was outscoring Syracuse in the first half.
I believe it.
I actually want to see what the score was. I forget
UConn's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. What was the score at halftime? Wait, how many points did
I want to
Fudd
know what
drop?
the spread was for that
Fudd
game.
dropped
The spread was probably
34.
42 and a half.
Yeah, 37 and a half.
There you go.
And they covered it significantly. Yeah, the end of the first half, it was 65-12.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
65. What do you say to your team at halftime?
And Fudd had 26.
Listen, guys, go out there and
Have fun.
do what you can. Stay healthy.
Yeah. Fudd
Enjoy
had
it.
in the first half. Syracuse had 12 and Fudd had 26.
That's unreal.
That's embarrassing.
Well, I mean, it was against UConn.
I kind of want to change my sweatshirt now. 65-12. I don't care who you're playing. Dude, you could put me, you. We could put me, you, Mike, Noah, and Frankie up against Duke, and I think we would hold better in the first half.
I don't know. You think we'd score 12?
I don't know, man. You're a passing point guard. I'm a 3-point shooter.
I am a pass first point guard.
Frankie's our 5.
Yep. 6'7" down low.
Yeah, 6'7". We got who else? We have Mike D. We had Mike D. Actually, we'll go with people everybody would know. So we'll go me, you. So you're a point guard. I'm a shooting guard. Frankie's our center. It's just so funny saying that.
Noah's our power forward.
Yeah, should Noah be our power forward or would Lee?
I feel like Lee would be a lockdown small forward.
I'm trying to think from our shooting
Lee
challenge video to come soon with the Locker Room Olympics. Who was the better shooter?
Well, Vinny was sore that day, so I don't know if you can really count
That's
his
what his
shots.
excuse was. I don't think he hit the rim. But also, no. Actually, Noah hit a couple shots. So maybe we
That is
put
true.
Noah at shooting guard and Lee at
Where are we
forward.
sliding you?
We have 2 shooting guards. You think we're gonna
We
get
have
that?
two
You think we're gonna get in the paint that much? Come on now, let's be real here.
We're running a 5 out. That's what we're doing.
Honestly, yeah, dude. Spot me up in the corner. Put
You're gonna
put.
shoot it over Cam Boozer.
I'll get a quick release. So I want someone.
No
So
dig.
yeah. So you're running point. We'll put me in one corner. We'll put.
What are we gonna do if I get full court pressed? Are you guys gonna be there to help me?
I'll be there. I don't know. I think I'm the only one that would be. Like, I'm not saying this because I am reliable to handle the ball, but out of the 5 we'd have on the floor, I think I'd be the second best case scenario to handle the ball, which isn't good. But I would help you.
Well, I'm not very good at it either, so
I don't think they'd press us though.
I feel like they would because they could try to go up 100-0 and completely demoralize.
Should we
you
hit
before
up
this
Duke and
game
ask them if they
starts.
want to play?
Let's see if they'll let us be their scout team for a week.
Yeah, dude, we should. But no, yeah, I think we put you at point, obviously, because like you've already said it. You're a pass first point. Put me in one corner, because I'm actually pretty nice from the corner. I was, and probably not anymore. But I haven't shot a corner 3 in like 8 years. But who do we put in the other corner? I think we put Noah in the other corner. We put Frankie on my elbow and Lee on his elbow.
And then just drive and kick. That's the name of the game right there.
Yeah, who's setting the pick on Boozer? Frankie?
I won't need a pick. I'll just, body up.
Yeah. Dude, now I wish we were like famous, dude, so we could set this up.
Dude, I wish we were, so we could have been a part of the pros versus bros game or whatever that Barstool did.
Yeah. Just trying to think.
I feel like we would have cooked up.
What do we do? Like,
we get in the gym and we get good, so we're ready.
We're gonna have 100 field goal attempts, and they're all gonna be from 3.
Yeah.
Like what? You're 6 foot. How tall are you?
Yeah.
So you're our tallest guy. I'm 5'11". Well, no, Frankie's 6'7". So Frankie.
Yeah. I'll be a point forward.
Just trying to think. How do we score?
I'll be Jokic. That's how we'll score.
How do we score? Like, genuinely, I'm curious. How do we put up 2?
What did Sienna do?
Well, Sienna has 5 decent ball handlers. Well, good to decent ball handlers. We have. I don't know how good you are at handling the ball, but you're probably our best ball handler. I'm a decent-ish kind of maybe ball handler. And then I think the drop-off could be considered fairly significant.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, would we score 10 points and a half?
No, the question is, would we be better than trailing by 53 at the end of a half?
I don't know.
Like, that's what I'm trying to think. How many points do you think we would... Yeah, dude, we're going to get yammed on the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm a good defender, but against someone who's 7 feet tall, I'm not going to be able to do anything.
I feel like if we switch to like a 2-3 or something, force them to shoot.
Yeah, because they're totally just not going to get it in the paint. Yeah, we force them to shoot.
Here's the real question: how are we going to rebound?
Just Box out, get over the backs.
Is it an over the back if they don't even have to jump, if they just kind of reach over you and grab the ball?
I don't know. I'm curious. Well, what if we played the UConn women's team?
We'd get absolutely destroyed.
Well, we're talking about, okay, would you rather play the UConn women's team or Duke men's?
I mean, I guess the women, we wouldn't have to worry about dunking on us, but they would definitely destroy us.
Yeah, they'd spot up for 3. Okay, but the question is, could we hold the UConn women's team to less than a 53-point lead in a half? Let's actually compare ourselves to the Syracuse women's basketball team.
I feel like we could hold our own. I feel like the spread on that game would probably.
I don't think we're gonna hold our own, but
Well,
like,
no, I mean, in terms of like, will we be down by more than 50? I'd put the spread on that us as like 32.5-point underdogs.
and
We'd
in the
get
half
blown
or
out
in the game.
in the whole game. I feel like we'd lose by like 30 something.
So how do you think we do against Syracuse women's?
We'd probably lose by 10.
So then why is the spread better for us than them?
What was the spread for them again?
37.5.
All right, then I guess I forgot about that fact. Well, I guess in that fact, Vegas would probably put us at like
47.5.
45, 47.5, yeah. Which I think we could cover. I do.
I think if we put our best foot forward, I mean, I'd be gassed in the first 5 minutes. Like,
that's the other thing. Yeah, we haven't ran up and down a court in many moons.
Dude, FUD would drop like 50.
Yeah, easy FUD would break my ankles so.
Yeah, you'd be D'ing her up, dude. I'd be in the paint. I'd be our guy, the middle of.
They definitely have some like 6'5" woman who's just gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be in the
rebound this ball
paint.
game.
D'ing up. I forget her name.
Let's see who leads them in rebounds. Oh, Sarah Strong. I forgot.
Yeah.
She's 6'2".
Yeah, like.
AZ's 5'11".
I mean, I'm 5'11". I could
6'2".
maybe get some boards if I like worked on my jumping. I've D'd up some 6'2", 6'3" people before. Like, my defensive game in basketball is so much better than my offensive game. Like, if I was ever going to be scouted, I would tell them to watch my defense. I would not tell them to remotely look close to the other end of the floor.
I feel like our problem is going to be we're going to turn the ball over a lot.
And we don't have a bench.
Yeah. And I can only dribble for so long before AZ Fudd's going to steal it.
Put it in my hands, dude. I'll post up.
I don't know. These women are also probably strong as hell, so.
I'm not saying they're not. Like, this is a genuine conversation. Like, I'm not saying, because we're men. No. I think we'd get smacked. But
we would.
Like, it'd be cool.
We maybe like pass out or something.
And I'm allowed to make this conversation of how bad Syracuse did because I'm wearing a Syracuse sweatshirt. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Them's the rules.
I don't know. Yeah, I
think it'd be a fun experiment, but yeah.
I think it would be a fun experiment. Let's hit them up. Let's DM FUD and be like, yo, run fives, just a half.
We know
just
you're
one
in the
half.
middle of a tourney run.
Well, not right now.
But
after the tournament. Be like, get the gals together. Let's
one last hoorah.
Let's run fives. UConn versus the locker room. We'll come to Connecticut and we'll ball. And then if they say no, we can be like, what? Are you scared of us? You think you can't beat us? We could guilt them into playing us.
And this is when we get blocked.
Yeah, and this is when we get blocked and potential lawsuit.
Yep.
I think we should try.
Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. All 100 of them, and they will all be missed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking,
Oh,
dude, they're going to be
man.
moving so fast. Like, our ball movement, we're going to think we're moving the ball quick. We're not. Like, they're going to be there
Yeah.
before the ball.
We're not going to be able to guard them. They're going to be running some crazy sets.
Yeah, like, we're going to have to run plays. Like,
It's not going to go well.
I'm trying to think if they run man. Like, what do we do? I think if they run man, we got to set some picks. We got to set
Yeah.
some picks.
I'd be more nervous about them running zone.
Yeah, because we're not going to get inside. And if we did get inside, it'd be me. And then I'm not gonna know what to do with the ball. Like what? Am I gonna dribble, pump fake, kick to Frankie? He's gonna nail a three. Like what? Like
He could.
he could knock it down. I have faith in Frankie to knock down a clutch three to cover the
He's a
spread.
stretch big.
Yeah, I have him. I think I'd take him in this situation. If it's a 47.5 spread, we're down 49. 3 seconds left on the clock. I one dribble, pivot, pump fake, get him in the air, kick to Frankie, cover the spread. Bang, just like that.
Yep. I think we got this.
I think if we needed anyone in this situation, it'd be Frankie. We still have to run a
Yeah.
1v1, dude.
I know. We'll have our opportunity.
Yeah, we should have this
That'll be great
weekend.
content.
We should have this weekend.
Yeah.
Didn't think about
Oh,
that.
it was rainy and
Yeah, it was rainy.
cold.
Dude, I'm going to be thinking about
need the
this
weather
now
to get
for a little
nice.
bit.
Well,
Would we cover
we got time to
47
lock
and a
in,
half?
get in the gym.
Yeah.
If we're like in
Who's our
shape,
coach? Who are we
been
going to have coaches?
hooping- Good question.
Jimmy Nolan. He's a
Yep.
YMCA youth basketball coach.
Yeah, he'll have some plays for us.
Yeah, dude. He'll
Clipboard and
have
everything.
plays that he uses with 10-year-olds.
And expect us to be able to pull them off against D1 athletes.
Against UConn. Motion! Motion!
Guys, pick and roll, pick and roll.
Yeah. Dude, you know what would scare me the worst in our last 2 minutes we have here? I think like if like we had an inbound, like I don't know if we'd be able to get the ball in.
I don't think we would.
So I
We
guess that does
100%
go back
would
to
not
the fact
put it
where
in.
you're like, if they press us, like we'd be screwed. Because yeah, I don't think we'd be
Yeah.
able to get the ball in,
There'd be so many turnovers.
especially in like the corner. Like if the ball goes out in the corner, we're not getting the ball in.
No, well, we can't get trapped in the corner. Can't let that happen.
Yeah, just stay away from the corners at all costs. We would have to use the sideline to our advantage. We'd have to double. We'd have to just try to double. We got to try to double.
See, but we then we're leaving somebody open. And they
Are
can all
we?
shoot.
But are we running a press? Are we running a full court press?
I don't like the idea of running a press.
I think
We're
we.
gonna
I
be
think
out of
we.
shape.
Yeah, I know, but I think we try it. You know what I mean? I think we try it from the jump. See if we can
We're
get
gonna
one
be-
or two turnovers, get a couple buckets,
shooting ourselves
get
in
our.
the
We
foot.
we gotta. We get a couple turnovers, we get a couple buckets, make ourselves feel good. Feel like we're in this. I think we cover. But on the
don't.
other hand, if we don't get any turnovers and they just
And we're
run
just tiring
circles
ourselves out
around,
for no reason.
yeah, we're tiring
Exactly.
ourselves out, and they're gonna be up 15, like in 4 minutes, not even, probably like 2 minutes. I don't know. I think this
We
is a
gotta
good
get in the gym.
conversation. I think we reach out, and I think we settle this on the court. I'm calling out the UConn women's basketball team that they could not cover 47.5 against the boys from the locker room.
Luckily, this isn't professional, so I can bet against us and not get in trouble. I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to throw the game, but I would bet against us.
Well, I'm calling you out, UConn. I'm calling you out. I expect a
You heard him,
response
Gino.
in the next 24
Gino
hours.
Oriema.
Well, not the
It's
next
DM
24 hours.
Gino. That's who we got to DM.
Yeah,
That's
we
who
got a DM.
DM.
Yeah. I expect a response in 2 weeks after you guys go and win a natty to come play us.
Mm-hmm. Then we'll see who the real national champion
Yeah,
is.
I'll give you time to decompress, and then we can run it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Calling you
we'll have
out.
the
I think we
championship
could beat
hangover.
you.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. I think we could cover 47.5. I'm calling you out, UConn.
That's more like it. That's
Calling
more
you
like
out.
it. Uh,
But take it away, Vinny. I'm getting heated. I'm getting heated at the thought that anyone would think we couldn't cover that spread.
I think if we had enough energy, we'd be able to cover the spread, considering we have no bench. But let's be
Yeah,
honest, the only way we'd have enough energy for that is if we hooked ourselves up with some W energy, which
which we would.
we would. And we'll hook you guys up too, because if you go to w.gg and you check out all of the amount of flavors that they have, which is a crazy amount of flavors, but you find a flavor you like, you order yourself some energy powder for the gym, for work, for gaming, whatever your fuel is for.
Playing UConn.
W's got plenty for you. Yep, playing UConn. W's got plenty for you. So go to w.gg, get yourself some energy powder, and use code RFS to save 10% at checkout. And if you want to bet on the 47.5 point spread that we're giving ourselves against UConn, but you want to see what the odds are like on other apps, you want to
you want to see
organize
what
all your
other
bets in
apps
one
have for the
central
odds of their
location.
game.
If you want to see if you want to see the other odds, you want to organize everything, trust us, Pickett's your move. All right, Pickett will let you get it all in one location, not flipping from app to app. Makes it way easier, and we'll save you 10% on Pickett Pro when you use code Locker Room, all one word, and explore all of the amazing different things that Pickett Pro can do for you. You can see other people's bets. You can see better odds. Yeah, a lot of great stuff with Pickett Pro. But we'll get you 10% off with the code Locker Room.
Yeah, all I'm saying is if this game happens, if I hit a 3, I'm going. And then I'm going.
If I hit a 3, I'm pulling. If I hit a 3, I'm hitting the.
Yeah. No, but I'm starting with this. And then I'm going straight.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in Thursday morning, 11 a.m. We'll be back at it with more of the regular Fans show hosted by fans for fans. Vinny Fredericks, Bruce Juno, signing off. Peace.
Fins up!